Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I ran out of time on that last one. Here we got the Tierra del Sol image. It's going up as far as 5:32 a.m. Yeah, 5:32. So just like before, you can see got the big flash going on, 5:12. Then keep in mind it's not a flash, it's a 10-minute roll, but see how much the sky brightens. And here's this object here, which I maintain is the Nibiru sun. And somehow this is flashing off of that, the sun, when it just reaches the right angle. And it illuminates the sky. But what I'm trying to figure out is what we saw in that last video. Why things were lighting up. I can see why they were lighting up earlier in Boulder, because that's further east. But why did it do that to the moon down there in Australia? I pulled up the coordinates for that Cade's observatory. 36.81 latitude south, 139.85 longitude east. I'm compared it to Boulder, 40 latitude north, 105 west. I guess it has something to do with the position of the moon relative and all that, but Boulder and Kingston are basically, you know, if you bring this around, if you would spread it out, the longitude's 139, Kingston, 105 in Boulder. Well, they're basically almost right above each other. Like Boulder be up here and maybe Australia down here. The moon was dragging back a little bit. But anyway, that's pretty wild. That tells me that this Nibiru sun's getting closer. Because I have never seen that flash out on the moon in the southern hemisphere. But I could have missed it, perhaps. Perhaps, because I really haven't been monitoring that stuff. You guys go in and take a look and see what you think. So what I'm planning on doing, because I think this thing is coming up further, it looks larger to me, this Nibiru sun, as time progresses, since I first started taking shots on August 20th. Looks like it's coming up a little higher now. Could be wrong, but I got some archival footage now, so we can take a look. Here's the single day column. There it is showing up there. And just as an aside, I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the last couple months there's been multiple water main breaks. I mean, it's highly unusual, especially for this time of year. If they're going to happen, they usually happen in the wintertime. And I'm talking maybe 2, 3, 4 a week for the last couple months at least, and sometimes even as many as 2, 3, or 4 a day. So the Earth's quite unsettled. That's how I read it anyway. So basically, I'm just trying to go through all these webcams. We didn't get through them all in that last vid. Anyways, here's Italy again. And get, I don't know if it's the same bee, but we get the freaking bee back again. So this thing must be near a beehive. But here we got the Nibiru sun image close and through this shot. The reflection of it or projection of it, one of the two. Also, got to keep in mind that Boulder and Evergreen, where we saw those flashes around, what was it, 5:38 Mountain Time, they're at a much higher elevation too, like a mile high. They're near the Mile High City in Denver. It's raining in Boulder. Looks like it's clouding up here in Evergreen now. See, here's Boulder. It's starting to rain. There's our old friend Pine Mountain, a little bit north of LA in California. It's not at a real high elevation, judging by the map I pulled up yesterday, but it's like on lower elevation in the mountains north of LA. You can see we're getting the big flash out like yesterday. The sky's getting a false dawn around 5:03, 5:13, 5:12, just like up in Tierra del Sol. There's that false dawn out there in Sierra Remote, Auberry, California. Same deal, around the same time. 12 past, 15 past, 5. Flashes up and then it diminishes before the sun actually comes up. Here's Hawaii. It's real cloudy, but you can catch like the false sunrise here for a minute. To the south, more prominent in the south. There's the east, little flashback from our sun to the Nibiru sun to back to our sun, maybe. Something like that. Let me pull up the Canada, Hawaii, France telescope, see what those shots look like. Nah, I've looked at the Canada, Hawaii, France telescope, or Canada, France, Hawaii telescope, 24-hour time-lapse movie, and there wasn't nothing of note to share. There's skylights in Madison, Mississippi. Pulled this up because there's the Nibiru sun again in the 24-hour single column image. Right around noontime again, 1 o'clock. Got some clear skies on the East Coast today. Here's Westport, Connecticut. Get the orange ball rolling through. Great images of that this morning, best I've seen. Check out the vid prior to this. It was somewhere on the eastern seaboard. I pulled this up to show you. Here's the Nibiru sun again, right around 1 o'clock hour in the single column image. This is some strange stuff here. Kingston, Australia. That's clearly still the moon. The sun not up there yet. But I don't think it is anyway. Let me double check the times. But check this out. It's like an inverted image of the winged disc floating down through the screen. So either that's, looks like the sun might be up. Ah, there's got to be stars up there, right? So let's see, what time is it? I guess that's UTC backwards, so 13 something UTC. Look at this single column. That's still in the nighttime. There's the reprojected view. That thing's getting projected or ghosted, flared somehow. Maybe the moon's doing it. Freaking so bright, the moon's picking it up and throwing us an image out here. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. I have to check this a little further. Now, so here we got Kingston pulled up. Current local time there is, looks like 11:06, August 27th. You know, I guess they're running ahead of us with the dateline and all that stuff. So sunrise isn't for another 7 hours. So that can't be coming from the sun, but it's clearly a strange image. It looks kind of like the winged disc inverted, and like I was pointing out before, when you go to the single column stuff, the winged disc will show up down here. And look, here's something here that caught it last night. Looks like the same thing. Perhaps. That might not have been at night. Let's see, if sunset's 0600. I don't know, I can't read this. Definitely gonna have to monitor this Kingston situation. Since I'm running through the cams, here's Little Rock. I think I showed it in an earlier movie today. There we got the single column image. Nibiru sun right around 1 o'clock hour, 12 o'clock something hour. See, here we got Brazil. Single column image, sun up there. Single column image, the sun up there. Nibiru sun down here. So that winged disc coming down in Australia or whatever it was, like I told you, shows up south below the sun, south of the equator. I guess that's not really relative to what we were seeing over there, but it could be. I don't know. Not catching a lot here, so we'll show you in Japan again. There's the moon, of course, but here's the single column. Check that out. Pretty good shot of the Nibiru sun in Japan on their single column images. Forgive me if I'm being redundant, but I want to give you whatever I can here on each vid. I know you guys probably don't watch each and every vid. So here's Minneapolis, single day column, still around the noon hour, 1 o'clock hour. There's the Nibiru sun. Grumpy Moose in Anchorage, Alaska is looking spectacular. I got it blown up to 200%. You can see the Aurora Borealis here. This isn't the sun, it's just some artificial lighting. I blew it up so you could see the field lines. See these magnetic field lines running through here? You can see them better here, I hope. Sure to blow these movies up to full screen. You can see them a lot better. So that's an artificial illumination. There's a hill there. And the sun shouldn't be coming up yet over there. Look at these field lines. I mean, that's wild. That's Earth trying to repel this dark star coming in my humble opinion. Here's another weird image in Australia. Secret Harbour. That's the moon. Well, we got the, looks like the Nibiru sun, the winged disc ghosting through. There, you can see it better here. Like I told you, you may be aware, it's a brown dwarf star, so it doesn't illuminate itself. So whenever it catches some illumination from another object, that's when we can see it. And you can see the little things rolling around in there. Looks just like the images we've been getting in the US of A last couple of days with the debris field and whatnot. Let me stop and start this one. So that might even be the dot. Let's blow. Should we blow it up? Yeah, we'll blow it up. And it's 200%. Okay, I got like a minute and a half left. There's the dot. Down here. Okay, we'll roll it another frame. This is too big. Okay, we rolled it another frame. You can see there's it's stuff in there. It looks just like the winged disc we were catching in the northern hemisphere, in my opinion. I'll start it rolling again. Got like a minute left here. It's close, folks. It's close if the moon's illuminating it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I've never seen stuff like this before. If you have, let me know and give me the link. Okay, we almost ran through them all. Here's Tierra del Sol again, showing flashing and all that. Sun will be coming up. There's the single column. There it is up there. I caught some great shots of the orange ball. I believe it was in Massachusetts this morning on the vid previous to this. So, and I have to work today, so I'm not going to be running any more. Not going to be running any more vids this morning. Here's the orange ball peeking out real quick in Arizona. Just one frame. Close it out in Grumpy Moose, the Aurora Borealis.